I love telling stories of miracles, and because I've seen many miracles in my life, I think it's important to share those because it really helps to build the faith of others. So let me tell you a story that's one of my favorite stories. Now, I love to tell stories about a man that we all called Elder Haynes. His name was David Haynes. He was my armor bearer and travel companion. We were in El Salvador one time doing a work project, and we ran out of water and sand. Now, I've already told the story of the miracle water. If you didn't get that one, you need to watch one of the previous devotions where I told that story. It's a great story about how God gave us miracle water. But this is a different story. So on this particular trip, we ran out of sand. Now, sand in El Salvador is different from other places. You have to dig it out of the river base, and then you have to sift it. So it's not like you can go to the building supply. There's no Lowe's. There's no place like that to go get sand. You actually have to dig the sand out, put it on a truck. When you take it off the truck, you have to sift it and get all the junk out of it before you can even use it. So we had run out of sand. There was no way to dig it. There was no place to go get it. And our job was on hold. Now, all the people on my team, the builders, because I brought a lot of brick masons on this trip, they were all whining and complaining. You know, we were Americans. We were in a foreign country. We came here to work and do this for the glory of God. And I just had this contention in my group. And I thought, what are we going to do? We didn't anticipate running out of sand. Well, Elder Haynes, who was my companion and armor bearer, he saw the complaining. He was always protecting me. That was his role in life. He told my wife, my job as an armor bearer is to make sure he comes back from every battle alive. So that's how he viewed an armor bearer. I got to bring my officer back alive. And he saw me getting weary. So Elder Haynes gathers everybody around. He had a lot of faith. He said, boys, we're not going to be discouraged by a lack of sand. God owns the sand. God will give us the sand. So he prays this prayer, and honestly, some of the guys were rolling their eyes. It's like, oh my goodness, what's this going to help? We all bowed our head, closed our eyes, and we prayed a prayer. Now, this sounds too crazy to be true, but it is exactly the way it happened to the T, and everybody on that job site can tell you. When we finished the prayer and Elder Haynes raised his head and said, amen, there was a truck pulled up immediately. Not 5 minutes later, not 1 minute later. It's like as soon as he said amen, this truck pulled up and these guys said, we have a lot of extra sand and we thought that maybe you guys would like to buy it off of us. And they had an entire dump truck load of sand that had already been sifted and it was ready for building. Now, we don't know if those guys were angels. We don't know what happened, but they dumped that sand. We gave them a little bit of money and they left. And that was an absolute miracle. If that had not have happened, I don't know how we would have finished this project, but it happened exactly that way. And that group was praising God the rest of the week as we built the church with what we knew was miracle sand. I hope that encourages you today. So have a great day. God bless.